Hi, and welcome back to the Plant Temple. Today we're going to be talking about letting things grow wild in the garden. I do not try to manage every single aspect of the garden. I actually try to work a lot with nature. And so what that means for me is that I am not putting an edge to every single thing. I don't cut the grass at a certain increment of time. I don't pick all the weeds immediately. I really try and work with nature and learn from nature. That means I learn a lot of lessons from nature. And so I'm going to talk to you about some of those things today. Some plants are going to thrive in a space and some plants are not. This particular plant, this purple shamrock, also known as purple sorrel, is a plant that has really taken off in the last couple years. I put it here as just a small couple stalks in a bed with some elephant ear. I thought that the elephant ears had died, but when you look inside, those elephant ears are still alive. They're just really, really tiny. So in this bed, I've learned a lot about letting the different plants grow together, and that this plant will thrive year-round. This plant will survive in winter, but it won't thrive. It will likely die back and have to take some time to come back again in spring. I love my roses, and I've been very blessed to have a rose bush that grows prolifically throughout the year. What I did not realize was by choosing to let the bush grow very high and very full, that the bush would get so heavy, it would lean over and leave so much empty space on top. We just had a rain, and that rain brought this plant from sitting up here to down here in a day. The lesson is, if I don't want my rose bush to fall over, I am going to have to trim it back. I thought that I could try to let it grow up as a wall, and I think that is possible, but not without tying it to my pergola or giving the rose bush many years that I don't know we have. Another thing I do that's very different in my garden is I let a lot of the leaves and the sticks and some of the debris stay on the ground. So it may look like I'm not cleaning up often, but I am. Really, I'm letting those things stay there to decompose and break down. They provide so many nutrients and beneficial resources to the ground that I would have to go and try and buy all kinds of chemicals and all kinds of things to try and supplement. My worms love it. The wildlife loves it. So it has made for a really beautiful ecosystem to support. So treating my garden this way has invited a lot of wildlife to the garden. I have a lot of squirrels here, and the squirrels can wreak havoc in the garden. But I work with the squirrels versus working against them. This means they don't always work with me, but I am not going to be so angry at them that I try to hurt them. They dig lots of holes in my planters and plant lots of seeds in random places. Sometimes it's a very pleasant surprise. Other times it's a question mark of sorts. Here we can see they've been digging around my blueberry bush. What they did, we don't know. Did they pull something out or put something in? Always a mystery. I've had this grapevine for almost 6 years now. And in that time, it has grown a lot. And every year I think, man, maybe I should cut you back. But just when I think I should cut it back, spring comes and it starts to bloom on the other end. So I've left it, and it's taught me so much about how things can look dead, but they have so much life left in them. So my pomegranate tree had grown up to 7 feet, and I lost that in this last frost. But instead of cutting it back, as you can see, it makes for a great stake for the grapevine. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope that you had a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment so that I can know your thoughts. Have a great day, everybody.